Plus, if you don't record this show, your kids are gonna kill you. First, the one and only Miley Cyrus is revealing what it was like starring with her real-life boyfriend in her new movie, The Last Song, and if it's hard for her to say goodbye to Hannah Montana.
I'm Noah, and this is my big sister Miley, and she is coming up next.
Wow, yeah. She could care less that I'm coming up next. It's all about Justin Bieber.
Miley Cyrus went from tween sensation Hannah Montana to music superstar, and her talent continues to grow. She has a new movie. It's called The Last Song. I saw it. I liked it. It's not just for kids. Please welcome Miley Cyrus. So, as I said, I like the movie. It's it has to do with families. It has to do with your relationship with your father, but mostly it's a love story. And the big news of The Last Song is that your co-star, who is Australian, actor Liam Hemsworth, who's adorable, and that you're in love.
Well, I like him very much.
No, you have said more
him.
than that. You do love him.
Yeah, I think he is a great person, and most of all, I'm very, just believe that when people connect, there's really like, whether it's a friendship or whatever, my dad is always very much like, hold on to that. And he's someone I'm holding on to because we very much connect, and we're both very ambitious and have some of the same goals.
Mommy and Daddy okay with this?
Sorry.
Mommy and Daddy okay with this?
Yeah, my mom loves him. She thinks he's wonderful, especially because my younger brother, he's 15, and he loves music, but he's also a great artist, and he's kind of in between, and he's helped him so much because, he's 19, so he's always like, no, go for your dreams. Don't, just because your sister or your dad or whoever you feel like you're living in their shadows, no, break out, do your own thing.
I want to get back to
that means a lot. That means a lot.
But now you wrote it. I read in Teen Vogue. I read that sometimes.
Are you subscribed?
I was reading that you think that you and Liam are deeper than normal people. What makes you two so deep?
Okay, which is not saying, to clear this up, it's not saying that I'm smarter or better.
No,
it's
deeper.
It's that thing that really, really matter at the end of the day, matter to both of us, and that's doing your art, if you're doing it for the money, there's no way that you're gonna make it through because it's too much work. And when it's 104 degrees in Georgia, you have to really love what you're doing and love the people that you're around. And that's what we do. We celebrate every day that we have a new job to do and a new task to tackle.
Now, you just got back from Australia. You met Liam's family, which is very nerve-wracking.
I was nervous for like the first time. I performed for 80,000 people, and I was kind of nervous on the plane.
To meet his family?
Yeah.
So how did it go?
Usually you meet someone's family when you're about to get married. You don't just go all the way to Australia to meet someone.
I'm not getting married. Don't get crazy.
I'm
a baby.
But family, yeah, that's important too.
I think it was just kind of like a respect thing, especially because he has no family in LA, and he's his family is 20 hours away. So his mom, even before I left, was like, just take care of him, because she's not really in LA, and it is a crazy place just to be like, all right, 19-year-old boy, go off and do your thing, whatever. Home. Yeah.
We're going to see what he looks like in a minute or two, in case you're wondering.
He's cute.
He is cute.
I want to ask you about one of the themes from the film. It involves rebellion, which I think a lot of both teens and adults actually end up going through. But your character is a prodigy at the piano. When the parents get divorced, she decides she's not going to play anymore as a sign of rebellion in your life. Now, your parents have given you freedom. We've seen in Barbara's specials area of the house. Did you ever feel like you still needed to rebel?
No, there's been times where I've been like, I just really want to get away, especially because there's 5 of us. So sometimes, even though I'm doing everything else, it's like I'm right in the middle. And so sometimes I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm not the cute baby. I'm not like, my brother, who sometimes he's always on the road, so when he comes home, it's this big thing. So sometimes I'm just like, trying to get my point across, and I'm very different, and I definitely have my own opinions, and so, but my mom and my dad are so cool about that because they're just wanting me to be my own person and to be, celebrate who I am, and so that's the reason, I respect them so much because they are really okay with who I am, and my brother, you know, he's covered from here down in tattoos, and my younger brother is like playing Nirvana every day, and they're like, dude, you know, I don't care if you want to learn classic piano the way I did, or if you want to play rock and roll. It doesn't matter which one of us. They're proud of us.
All right, so let's get back to your movie. In the clip that we're about to see, Ronnie goes to Wells' house for the first time, and she's really surprised by what she sees. Let's take a look.
This is your house. You live here? You're rich? Will, you told me that your dad owned a brake shop.
He does. He just happens to own 300 more just like
No, I'm not going here.
Yes, you
Not
are.
looking like this. What if somebody sees me?
Let go.
Nope.
Let go.
You like, no. Why didn't you tell me?
What difference does it make? Huh?
Hello.
Mom.
Now, the chemistry that you and Liam have is really nice. Now, it was funny because you had to do, your mom is one of the producers of the movie, and you had to do some kissing scenes. Was that a little bit awkward?
She was jealous. I'm just kidding. No, my mom, you know, there's actually, I think that was one of the easier scenes. My mom, the reason I originally took this role, I love Nicholas Sparks, but the reason I took it was my mom,
He wrote the book. He wrote the movie for you.
For me. My mom's dad had cancer, and this was very much her story. And there was times where she had to like leave, and you know, she's like, I know I'm the executive producer, but I like can't watch this. It was really heartbreaking for her, and she was like, had just met my dad at that time, and it was just so much that life and art imitate each other. So I was like honored to kind of do that for my mom too.
You know, you're a big, Elizabeth and Barbara and Joy and I, we tweet all the time, and you were a big Twitterer, I guess. Twitterer. But you canceled your account, and a lot of people think that it was Liam that had you cancel the account. Why did you cancel your Twitter
I canceled
account?
it because I am very much one of those people that I'm, as much as it doesn't seem like it, I really do try to be private. And I feel like I was so often being like, everyone knows my life, and it's so unfair that I can't be normal.
Can
but
I
then
ask
every
you
5
one
seconds
more
I'm
thing
doing.
about your life before we end?
Yes.
You're doing one more Hannah Montana movie, right?
Yes.
And then that's
Well,
it?
no, I'm doing the series. So.
And that will, but in terms of being Hannah Montana, you're almost done with that.
Yeah, I'm done in 6 more episodes.
It's
And
over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, but you know what? We just had the season finale, and so many people thought it was the end of the show for good, and it's not. We have one more season, so I want everyone to know that too. That we have one more coming up, and I had kids that were like crying, "I can't believe it's over," and I was like, "No, it's not over yet."
You're also putting your music on hold.
Yeah,
So
I'm putting.
what are you, just movies now? Is that what you want to do?
I have a record coming out in June, and that's going to be kind of like the last thing that I do with music for a while. I really love films because I like being someone else, and you know, my music is kind of like my diaries for me. So no matter even if you know when I'm selling it or whatever I'm doing or touring with it, it's just what I love, and I'll always do that. But I just feel like the music industry isn't somewhere that's as positive as I'd like to be, and I feel like films are more positive.
I see.
You had a good time with Greg Kinnear, who plays your dad?
Yes,
He was terrific in the movie.
He's hilarious.
He's a good actor.
Well, we want to tell you that the last song with Miley opens Wednesday, March 31st in theaters everywhere. Thank you for
Thank you so
coming
much.
on. Pleasure to see you as always. We'll be